Hello, Jean. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. This is really the last-minute conference. We're talking with Jason last night, and we say, it's been 4 years with the XP, and maybe it's going to be time to have, the big wigs, the big heads talk about, their journey to inspire us for the next 4 years, maybe. Alors voilà, on discutait hier avec Jason, donc qui lui est basé aux États-Unis, et on se disait, il serait peut-être bien au bout de 4 ans chez UXP de pouvoir faire un petit bilan et d'être inspiré pour les 4 prochaines années. So, Jean, if I may, just to give some frame of reference, if I'm not mistaken, you've been in the business for 39 years, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And among which, about 10 years, a decade within EXP?
Correct.
So how your experience at various real estate companies, including Coldwell Banker, Remax, Keller Williams, influence your approach to joining EXP when you joined 10 years ago? Comment ton expérience dans d'autres brokers, dans d'autres maisons de courtage comme Remax, Keller Williams a influencé ton expérience au Coldwell Banker à rejoindre EXP il y a 10 ans? How your previous experience, at various real estate companies, including Coldwell Bankers, Remax, Keller Williams, influence your joining at EXP? I mean, reaching out to EXP.
Perfect. This is the biggest difference I will tell you, is that when I was with Remax 35 years ago and was with Remax for about 5 years, I was always in competition with the people at Remax. Even though I was fellow agents, they would look at me and go, Gene, I'm in competition with you. I never quite understood that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Keller Williams and I bought franchises. I owned 6 franchises with them, and the owners of the franchises would tell me, Gene, you're a nice guy, but I'm in competition with you.
Let me just translate this. Le gros sujet, c'est qu'en fait, dans toutes ces différentes franchises où il était, à chaque fois, il le disait, je suis en compétition contre toi. Donc là, quand il a rejoint XP, il a trouvé une autre mentalité.
Perfect. So when I was with Keller Williams, the same thing happened. I bought franchises, but in franchises, I had territories, and my next door Keller Williams franchises said, Gene, you're a nice guy, but I'm in competition with you because we're both trying to recruit the same agent.
Chez Keller Williams, t'es un type sympa, on lui disait, mais je suis en compétition avec toi. Il a acheté des franchises et c'était toujours le même scénario.
Then I find EXP 10 years ago, and Glenn says, we're going to build this together.
On va construire ça ensemble, la co-construction.
We're not in competition with each other. We're collaborating together.
On travaille ensemble.
Just like I'm collaborating on this call today. You called me yesterday. I'm on the call today, right?
Because you're amazing.
No, but think of that. That didn't happen when I was at Remax. Did not happen when I was at Keller Williams. This is beautiful.
Pour exemple, cet appel-là, on s'est appelé hier avec Jean. On se connaît depuis un petit bout de temps, mais c'est vrai que ce genre d'intervention, ça n'arrivait pas chez Remax. Ça, c'est la mentalité EXP où on collabore, on s'aide, on s'entraide. That's correct.
We are building this company together. This is the first time.
Cette société ensemble, les amis.
So we have an opportunity to change the whole real estate business together.
On a une immense opportunité de changer toute la sphère immobilière ensemble.
Anyone on this call could call me and I will help you recruit anybody in Europe, South America, Africa, you name it, I'll be there for you. That's what's different about EXP.
Ce qui est différent chez EXP, c'est que n'importe qui ici qui est sur le pont, dans ce webinaire, il peut appeler Jean et Jean va les appeler, et les aider. Donc ça n'arrive nulle part ailleurs. Yeah, that's okay. Question number 2. what motivated you to transition from traditional real estate models to EXP cloud-based platform? Qu'est-ce qui t'a motivé à changer d'un modèle traditionnel à un modèle sur le nuage comme EXP, s'il te plaît? Et si tu peux aussi nous dire, Jean, en fait, combien tu as d'agents, ton chiffre? And if you can also give us some data, some background about, how many agents do you have, your revenue and all that, if you're willing to share, nothing confidential,
Sure.
but whatever you're willing to share, we're happy to learn about it.
No problem. This is the first time I've been able to help real estate agents. What do I mean by that? Literally all real estate
agents IMMO. Qu'est-ce que je veux dire par ça?
So what did I see different? Revenue share. We get to take the owner's money off the top, right? Revenue share, and give it back to the agents, my buddies. We get to share in that.
Du revenu au sommet et on le redonne aux agents. Donc voilà, on est tous ensemble dans cette histoire.
We have stock in a NASDAQ company. We all own that together.
On est tous propriétaires d'actions au Nasdaq. On est propriétaires ensemble.
Those are two extra things I never had at the other companies, along with I'll help you sell more real estate. I'll always,
c'est deux choses que j'ai en plus de, évidemment, le fait que il va vous aider à vendre de l'immobilier.
Share with you, when I came, there were only 400 agents and 80%
of the company is agents, les amis. Donc la France, on est à 600 là, donc vous voyez à peu près voilà.
Yeah, 80% of the whole company is underneath me.
80% de la société est sous Jean, voilà.
I only get paid on the first 15,000, which are my 7 levels.
Je suis simplement payé sur mes 15 premiers 1000 parce que c'est mes 7 premiers niveaux, voilà.
And that equates to roughly about 500,000 a month, US dollars.
Say that again. How much?
I'm getting around 500,000 a month, US dollars.
Donc, il fait à peu près 500 000 par mois de partage de revenus en dollars américains. Voilà ce que ça donne. Et donc, il y a 15 000 personnes sur 7 niveaux. Voilà. Thank you for sharing this.
No problem. No problem.
How do you see the future of real estate evolving? How is EXP positioned to adapt to those changes? Comment tu vois le futur de l'immobilier? Comment EXP peut s'adapter à ces changements, s'il te plaît?
We're perfect because, again, we can adapt quickly, fast.
On est très agile, on peut s'adapter très rapidement à toutes les situations.
We're attracting the top agents in the world.
On attire les premiers agents dans le monde, vraiment ceux qui produisent le plus.
Number 1 Remax agent in the world joined us.
Le numéro 1 de chez Remax dans le monde a rejoint EXP.
We just got the number 1 agent from Real joined us a couple months ago.
Real, c'est une autre société qui est basée aux États-Unis, a aussi rejoint EXP récemment.
So we're all about producing real estate, and that's how we're going to win. We get the top
sur la production, et c'est comme ça qu'on va gagner.
We get the top producers with us. We all win together.
On récupère les meilleurs producteurs et donc on gagne ensemble. Can you elaborate on your recruiting strategy that has led you to sponsor, you said 80% of the company in your revenue share organization? Tu peux nous dire un petit peu comment tu as élaboré ta stratégie de recrutement qui t'a conduit à avoir à peu près 80% des agents dans ton partage de revenus, s'il te plaît?
It's very simple. Very simple. Whoever takes the most action wins the game.
Celui qui est le plus dans l'action va remporter la timbale, va remporter le jeu.
I'm not scared to talk to anyone.
J'ai peur de parler à personne.
You need to talk to all the top producers. They don't know about us.
Les meilleurs producteurs.
And then to me, be authentic. That's very important. And never give up.
Jamais abandonner.
That's it.
A day. What a typical day looked like when you were in the midst of recruiting. What was it like? C'était quoi un jour typique pour toi quand tu faisais du recrutement? Are you still doing it? Are you still recruiting?
I'm still recruiting, but not at the level I was before.
Ok,
Right?
je recrute toujours, mais pas au niveau où j'étais avant.
I'll tell them what I was doing in the beginning.
Ok, thank you.
I would have 3 interviews a day, one-on-one interviews.
Trois interviews par jour avec une personne différente. Donc, 3 personnes différentes en tout.
5 days a week. 5
5
days a
jours
week.
par semaine.
And then I would have at least 1 day a week, we would do an EXP Explained live.
Ok,
Okay. A live EXP Explained once a week.
ok.
That created, I had 100 agents in 8 months.
Donc, j'ai eu 100 agents en 8 mois. Et donc, je faisais ces 3 interviews par jour, mais sur un rythme de 5 à la semaine. Et je faisais une session de EXP, le modèle expliqué, par semaine.
Then what I did is I taught everybody what I just did. So whoever wanted to do it, I said, you go have 3 interviews a day. You do a lunch and learn every week, right? You have to
Après, ce que j'ai
duplicate
fait, c'est que j'ai dit à tout le monde qui m'avait rejoint de faire la même chose que moi. Voilà. Tu fais 3 interviews par semaine, tu fais ça 5 jours par semaine, tu fais un lunch, donc tu les amènes à déjeuner, voilà, et enfin, brown bag, j'imagine. I mean, I think you're referring to brown bag, or I mean, you
well, what we would
share
do
a lunch.
Yeah, we would have a mortgage company or title company sponsor a lunch, so it didn't cost us anything.
Ils
And then
avaient
we would invite
une société qui pouvait les sponsoriser, une société de prêt, voilà, et donc ça leur coûtait rien.
Sometimes we would teach a class, like I would teach something in real estate.
J'enseignais même sur un sujet spécifique.
And then I do an EXP Explained at the end of the training.
Et après, donc, il allait en fait développer le modèle à la fin de la session de formation.
If I was doing it now, of course, I'm a one-on-one person. I like to meet them in person, but you can do the same thing on Zoom or whatever we are on now.
Il aime beaucoup interagir un à un avec les personnes et en fait, il dit qu'on peut aussi le faire sur Zoom. Voilà.
Yes.
Now,
I only did it for about 4 years straight. That's all. Then all I'm doing now is helping other people do what I do. I just duplicate myself. I teach them my systems and let them go off. Yeah.
Maintenant, je duplique, voilà, je donne un coup de main avec tous ceux à qui j'ai enseigné ma méthode, je duplique pour la cooptation. Mais what would like to know is I mean, you said 3 interviews per day, 5 days a week. How long did you do this on your own, and when did you start having some people with you, and when did you start duplicating, and how did it work? How were you making sure you get the right people? Is it random?
Well, you don't know
Comment
who
tu es
it's
sûr
going
d'avoir
to
les bonnes
be.
personnes? C'est au hasard?
They will find you. I got Rob Flick, Scott Lewis, Tracy Gagnon, David Gagnon. Oh, some guy named who's supposed to be on here? Who's my buddy?
Brent.
Brent. Yeah, Brent.
Brent, is he there? I don't see him. Do you see him?
I don't see him. But my buddy Brent. So what happened? It took me about 8 months. The question was, it took me about 8 months to find some of those people, and then we just started all collaborating and working together.
Let me text your buddy.
Now, yeah, he can get on after me. You'll love Brent.
We love Brent. We love Gene and Brent together.
Love Brent.
It's the same part of the family, my buddy. So
anyway,
I know. Donc toi, tu as dit que tu avais ce système de duplication et si je comprends bien, c'est les gens qui t'ont trouvé. Voilà. moi, j'ai posé la question comment il trouvait les personnes et ben, il m'a répondu l'inverse. C'est les gens qui vont identifier qui vous êtes et qui vont permettre d'avoir ce succès quelque part. That's fascinating. Thank you for sharing this, Gene. Just in terms of metrics, year one, you remember where you were in terms of, how many buddies were you with you, join you, and what's the growth? EXP means exponential, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the case for you?
Right.
How did it happen?
Well,
comment ça s'est passé sur les 4 années que tu nous as spécifiées? EXP, ça veut dire exponentiel, entre autres. Est-ce que tu peux nous spécifier le détail, please?
The first year I got 200 people total, right?
Okay, first year, okay.
200 total, only 15 in my first level.
Okay.
So those 15, you start duplicating to 200.
Okay.
Then the next year, this is very important, those 200 turned into 1,300. That's called duplication.
Yeah, by 5 or 6, yeah.
Right. That's why it works. You have to work with your people and find people like yourself that want to grow it, and then they'll do it. And then by my third year, guess what? This will shock you. The 1,300 turned into 4,200. Okay? So who thought in 3 years from scratch, from nothing, I could go from 0 to 4,200? That's called collaboration. That's called motivate.
Collaboration qui fait la différence. En 4 ans, donc il est passé de 0 à 4 000 et voilà, à chaque fois, ça dupliquait suivant les différents strates qu'il avait recrutés. That's very interesting to have those metrics. What were the biggest challenge you faced? C'était quoi les plus gros défis que tu devais avoir à travailler avec?
The biggest challenge is not giving up. I'm just telling you. So many people turned me down. They said no.
Il y a beaucoup de gens qui m'ont rejeté.
I just kept going. You want to go with the people that are saying yes.
You're on a mission, right?
Right. So just keep them on your database and contact them. Some people have joined me 7, 8 years into this. I just keep talking to them.
Il y a des gens qui m'ont appelé 7 ans après les avoir contactés. Je me fixe un cap et je le suis sans dévier. Donc, c'est ça la méthode Gene Fredericks. What advice would you give to real estate agents considering joining EXP? Quel conseil tu voudrais donner aux agents qui... on n'a pas bien répondu à la question, mais on y reviendra à la précédente, mais parce qu'on avait 2 questions dans une, mais on y reviendra. What advice would you give to real estate agents considering joining EXP? Quel conseil tu donnerais aux agents qui voudraient rejoindre EXP, s'il te plaît?
Don't wait.
Attendez
Let
pas.
me tell you, yes, there's so many people that have told me, Gene, I wish I would have joined when you talked to me 3 years ago.
Tellement de gens qui m'ont dit j'aurais dû rejoindre quand tu m'as parlé la première fois il y a 3 ans.
We are the future of real estate.
Nous sommes le futur de l'immobilier.
We're only 10% done and we have 90,000 agents.
Oui, sur notre chemin, on a fait 10% du travail et on est à 90 000 agents. Donc,
come join us. Come on. Let's go.
Rejoignez-nous, les amis. Rejoignez-nous.
Yeah.
Ça, c'est très, très intéressant. But can you shed light on the previous question was about, the future of real estate and how EXP is positioned to adapt to those changes. How do you see the future recently? Because we observe that there are many competitors that have emerged, especially in the US. How can you, detail this? Il y a beaucoup de concurrents qui sont arrivés là. Quel va être l'avenir de l'immobilier avec EXP, avec ces nouveaux concurrents?
We are first to market. You need to write that down.
Sur le marché.
First to market. I'm on an iPhone because iPhones were first to market, right?
Je suis sur un iPhone parce que l'iPhone, c'était les premiers sur le marché.
Everybody's trying to catch up.
Tout le monde essaye de nous rattraper.
Way too late.
C'est
We
déjà
are
trop
so
tard pour
far
eux.
ahead.
On est
And
déjà au devant de la course.
big time advantage being first to market. Look at Elon Musk with the electric car. He's got the first electric car. How far? He's the biggest car manufacturer in the United
Elon
States
Musk,
right now.
il était le premier à faire la voiture électrique.
First to market. First to market.
Premier sur le marché,
First to
donc
market.
il a un avantage compétitif. Okay, thank you for this, Jean. Can you tell us how has EXP revenue share model impacted the way agents approach their business and their career?
Well, you have some extra money coming in. I never had that before. That's what
vous avez
me.
de l'argent en plus qui revient tous les mois, et ça, c'est jamais arrivé, quoi.
Takes a little bit of the stress away.
Ça vous enlève un petit peu de stress. Voilà. You know what I say? I say it's a fixed income almost.
Yes, it's almost like a 401k.
Yeah, 401k, you know. Donc, c'est comme si vous aviez un système de retraite ou un système de revenus, un fixe, quoi. Donc, c'est plutôt intéressant. Can you share some insight on how EXP Cloud Office environment enhances agent collaboration and productivity?
Instant access. Instant access to brokerage.
L'accès instantané.
All of my agents that use the cloud office love it.
Tous mes agents, ils adorent le bureau sur le nuage parce qu'ils ont l'accès instantané.
We can adapt quicker. You can get answers quicker.
Rapidement.
Yep. Brokerage questions, of course.
Okay. And what do you believe are the biggest challenges facing the real estate industry today, and how EXP is addressing it? We've seen some changes, especially in the US market, the NAR and the like. I mean, what is your intake on that? Il y a eu beaucoup de changements, notamment des changements de régulation aux États-Unis, pas que, mais comment tu vois comment ça impacte EXP?
That hasn't affected us at all.
Ça nous a pas impacté en fait, pas du tout.
The biggest thing to affect your market is yourself.
La seule chose et la plus grande chose qui impacte ton marché, c'est toi-même.
It's all about you.
C'est tout à propos de toi. Donc c'est toi qui es maître du jeu.
You make your own market.
Vous créez votre propre marché. But at the time when you join, I mean, now you're self-confident, but when you join, you must have had many doubts, Jean.
No.
Quand tu as rejoint, tu as dû avoir des doutes. Maintenant, tu es très assuré, mais avant, ce n'était pas le cas peut-être.
No, I've been this way for 10 years. How I'm talking to you today is how I talked to people 10 years ago. The same.
Il parle de la même manière aux gens aujourd'hui et comme il leur parlait il y a 10 ans. Okay. I understand you also one of the largest EXP shareholder. Is this true?
I think so. We'll see. Who knows?
I think you're number 3, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's okay. Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yes. So the question is pertaining to the same area. How has your role as EXP Board of Directors influenced your perspective on the company growth and future direction?
I was on the board for 7 years. I'm now off the board.
J'étais donc sur le conseil d'administration pendant 7 ans.
But that gave me perspective on how to run a corporation.
Ça m'a donné beaucoup de perspectives sur comment diriger une grosse entreprise.
Glenn Sanford's done a great job chairmaning that corporation.
Le PDG Glenn Sanford fait un travail extraordinaire.
I never got that chance at Remax.
J'ai jamais eu
Never
cette
got that.
opportunité chez Remax.
Never got that chance at Keller Williams.
Non plus chez
Right.
Keller Williams, jamais.
This is history making, what we're doing right now.
On est en train de créer l'histoire. Chacun de nous crée l'histoire.
Come on, guys.
No, but that's good. That's you know. Can you explain your napkin presentation and one is been effective in attracting agents to EXP?
I would tell you that when you're one-on-one with people, working things on paper is magic.
Voilà. Donc en fait, ce qu'il nous dit, moi je lui demande comment, c'est quoi le table, voilà, napkin, c'est la serviette. Enfin voilà. Comment ça a pu impacter ton style de présentation et ton style de recrutement. Et il me dit que quand on est face à face avec quelqu'un, c'est magique. Et évidemment, donc on peut écrire sur la table, j'imagine.
You have to make it simple.
Il faut que ce soit très simple.
That's why it works.
C'est pour ça que ça marche. So what is the napkin? How do you work it out?
You can look me up on YouTube. This will be a lot easier. And I have some old napkin presentations on there. And of course, the revenue share is a little bit different now, but it's still the same concept of showing them how much money they can make in revenue share very quickly. And you can do it by hand.
Qui détaille tout ça. Et en fait, donc, la stratégie de la serviette, c'est ça aussi. Et tout c'est détaillé. Bon, c'est une vidéo qui a quelques temps, donc c'est pas sur le 2.0, mais vous allez quand même avoir des informations sur la façon de le faire. Les chiffres varient, mais la façon reste évidemment la même. How do you balance your role as a team leader, board member, and active real estate professional?
I do whatever my wife. I do whatever my wife says. That's how I do it. That's how I run my life.
There's someone in the chat that says, you know, you focus on the essential, cut the crap. Would you agree with that?
That's right. You stay focused. There's nothing better than staying. I'm still as focused now as I was 10 years ago. It might be different things now than I was doing 10 years ago. You got to wake up every day with a great attitude and go attack the business. It's all about who's ever on this call. It's all about your attitude. What are you doing every day?
Tout sur votre attitude, ce que vous faites tous les jours. Non, c'est très, très intéressant. But how do you balance your roles again as a team leader? I mean, in terms of time management,
Schedule.
you know, team leader, board member, active real estate professional. What is the, if you had to give us some insight about the distribution of time, what would it be like?
Everything is scheduled in my phone. You know, I'm on this call today because it was scheduled. Yeah, it was scheduled. Whatever's in my phone, I run by my phone schedule. If it's not in there, I don't do it. That's how you do it. There's no such thing as time management. There's just schedules.
Oui,
there really is no
such thing. Il n'y a rien qui ressemble à la gestion du temps. Il y a juste un planning, et voilà, et je respecte mon planning. C'est ça qui est important. We also have questions. About, you know, you. Do you have any perspective on recruiting internationally in terms of cultural differences? For example, what insight can you give us? You know, because it's a US company, but it's a global company, so it's local also in each of the country it operates. So how does it dovetails on a day-to-day basis? Comment ça se passe le recrutement international? Quels sont les éléments pays par pays? Please.
I would call the broker. I would call who's ever running that country.
J'appelle le patron du pays.
And get to know how they're running the model in that country, because it is different in every country.
Chaque fois, je lui demande comment il gère son modèle dans le pays, parce que chaque fois, c'est différent.
That way, and you might want to do a three-way call, right? A three-way call with that broker when you get a recruit in that country, right?
And so they can explain quand vous faites un recrutement dans ce pays. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Gene.
So in other words, I would do a three-way call with the broker. The minute I got somebody in that country, I mean, I don't know how South Africa's run. So I'd get the broker, me and the other agent, and let that broker tell them how it's running in South Africa.
En fait, à chaque fois, quand il prend les courtiers dans les pays ou les patrons de pays, c'est eux qui vont avoir la main parce que c'est eux qui connaissent, donc c'est eux qui vont parler et il les laisse parler si j'ai bien compris.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Simple.
So actually, you outsource all the cultural differences, so you don't have to deal with it, all right?
Yes. Sí. Well, that's Spanish. Yes.
No, habla español. Vamos a hablar en español. Está bien. Me alegro. Donc, il dit ça. Il dit que, bon, en fait, il sous-traite, quoi. Et c'est vrai que c'est le patron du pays qui va lui donner le tempo. Et comme ça, bah, il fait pas de faux pas. Il est raccord, évidemment, sur la façon de travailler. We have some questions also. Gene, some people would like to know where are you based? And do you travel a lot for this job?
The first 5 years, I traveled all the time.
Okay.
Because I had to go make it happen.
Okay.
Right?
But US based or internationally?
Mainly US. The last 5 years, I've gone internationally. As you know, I was in France a couple of years ago. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Spain. And now I'm doing more travel internationally. And I'm based in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
That's why the beautiful scenery in the background. I live in Puerto Rico.
Bon, maintenant, j'habite à Porto Rico. Les 5 premières années, j'ai pas mal voyagé. J'ai voyagé sur tous les États-Unis. Les 5 dernières années, j'ai voyagé d'une façon internationale. Et maintenant, je suis établi à Puerto Rico. You're next to Brent?
Yes, Brent lives next to me.
So you could technically talk to him and tell him to join the call, all right?
He's not here.
Il n'est pas là. Bon, Brent, il est aussi à Puerto Rico, mais apparemment, il n'est pas là. Bon, écoute, on fera une autre émission avec Brent. We'll do another session with Brent. It's okay. I mean, the more the better. I mean, we love doing this, and we really appreciate because that's an amazing opportunity to go in depth with your experience. What strategies do you recommend for agents looking to build and grow their teams with the XP model? Quelle stratégie tu recommandes à des agents EXP qui voudraient faire croître leur équipe avec le modèle EXP?
I'm assuming they're saying revenue share teams or a team in production.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, we can address each. Let's start with production because we're a real estate company. So let's start with production.
Production. Bottom line is, I would probably get team members in other cities, if that makes sense. Not just necessarily in your area.
Dans les autres villes, voilà, pour une équipe.
Because you only have to pay one cap, right? You could have multiple.
Il a juste un cap à payer.
That's how I would grow my team. As far as production, as far as recruiting, I've already explained it. I've explained everything to you. You've got to take action. You have to schedule time to do it. You can't just assume it's going to happen. You got to schedule. Schedule one interview a day with an agent, 5 days a week.
Voilà.
Me, I didn't produce. I did not sell real estate. So guess what I did? I recruited all the time.
I love you because that's what I do.
That's what you do.
Yes.
See?
I'm having fun. I'm having fun. You're my hero. But no, it's a lot of fun. Ce que je veux dire, c'est que il faut faire une interview par jour, voilà, tranquillement. Il faisait pas de la production, il faisait que du recrutement. Et do you still do an interview a day?
No.
Non, il fait plus.
No, I have some other people doing it for me.
Il y a des gens qui le font pour lui.
I have people doing that for me. I don't. I spend most of my time doing what I'm doing with you right now. With big groups.
La majeure partie de mon temps, ce que je fais avec vous maintenant. Donc, c'est des gens qui le font pour moi. Et moi, je suis plutôt... Indeed, you're inspiring people, right? Rather than doing it per se.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
L'inspiration. Et donc, voilà. It's what I call the Coca-Cola strategy, rather working on the concentrate than selling the bottles. I love it.
Exactly. Hey, I've got to get going pretty soon. Is this okay? I didn't know how long we were going to go. I'm sorry.
No, but that's okay, Gene. I truly appreciate your time. I mean, you know.
Oh, no problem.
You've been amazing. How many more time can we have? Like 5 more minutes to finish? We have 2 or 3 questions to.
You betcha. You betcha. You betcha.
Okay. What strategy do you recommend for agent looking to build? So we talked about this. How has the concept of slowing down to go fast impacting your success in recruiting and mentoring agent? That's a concept you develop, Gene.
He said slowing down to go fast.
Yeah, that's you, right? You mentioned that at one point.
Well, if I'm slowing down, I don't know. I still wake up fired up every single day. I'm just doing different things, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And actually, I'm into more, I can do other things for other people. I can give back more than I ever could.
Like what?
Especially with my church.
Okay.
I'm really very much more involved with my church. And
congratulations.
And our community. So I'm doing things inside of Puerto Rico.
Mon église et ma communauté. Super.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know, I don't want to abuse of your time. I think we covered quite a lot. If we have one or last question, somebody from the audience, if you know, wants to bring up the question, and then we're gonna let Sir Gene go. Okay. And do we have any questions? You can do it in the chat, or otherwise we're going to let Mr. Gene go and enjoy this beautiful weather. I think a lot of questions have arisen already, and we're coming to an end. Thank you so much, Mr. Gene. Okay. We appreciate your time. You're going to be in Barcelona?
Yes.
Okay. Love to see you there, my buddy.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
Take care. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Love all of you guys. Be good.
Thank you.
See ya.
You take care. Bye-bye. Merci beaucoup. Je lui demandais s'il était à Barcelone. Il va être à Barcelone le 23 juin. Bye-bye, Gene. Hey,
how are you, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. My pleasure. Thank you for your time, Brent. Truly appreciate it. Welcome on board. We had Mr. Gene previously, and now we would like to talk to you, if it's okay. I understand that you have 28 years of real estate experience. Is this correct?
This is correct.
Yes, yes. So can we say that you have now more years of experience at EXP than at KW, but not yet more than RE/MAX? Is this true? If we do the math?
I was at RE/MAX for 12 years and Keller Williams for almost 10. And I've been at EXP for about 8 years.
Okay, so that's what I thought. So not as much as RE/MAX yet, but you know, can you tell us your experience? You have sold.
Who am I talking to? I know it's you, Ollie, but who else is on here?
We have Mr. Samuel Co, who is part of the call. Sam is there, and we have also Sebastian, Paul, Françoise, Sandrine. I mean, they're mainly French people. We have some Canadian, 1 or 2 Canadian, 2 Canadians, I guess. And we have somebody from the Réunion Island, José is there with us. And we also have someone from Spain. Okay. We're about, you know, we were about 30 people. I think we are now about 20 people in the call. Is this okay with you?
Cool. Yeah, it's great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Just to understand, can you give us some metrics about, you know, just we're in real estate. We're very curious. How many houses did you sell?
Well, I mean, personally, man, I don't know, a lot. I sold, 40, 50, 60 homes a year personally for a long time, a couple decades. But my team sold with my team. I had showing agents. I had listing agents. They would list estates and homes. And we sold buildings, resorts, businesses, restaurants, commercial, luxury, residential. So I built a large team at RE/MAX. I had 45 buyers agents. So imagine like a big carriage being pulled by 45 horses. You get a lot of leverage, and a lot of people have one showing assistant or two. That worked out really well. So I had another, and it went all the way to 45, and we were selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of homes every year. I was on all of those transactions. I got paid on all those transactions. But me personally, 40, 50, 60 homes a year. 60 was kind of my highest, my comfort zone.
10 years? For like 10 years or how long?
I've been doing this for almost 30 years. So my team, I started
30
building.
with 50? 30 with 50?
I'm sorry, what?
30 years with 50?
30 years. I've been
50.
I didn't
each year.
selling. No, I didn't. My first year I sold like 18 homes. The next year I sold 28 homes. And I think the third year I sold 36 homes. And the fourth year I got up to about 48 homes a year, almost 50. That was 1999. And then I went to I flew 3,000 miles to a place called Toronto, Canada, where the #1 RE/MAX and the agent in the world lived. And he says, hey, fly to Toronto. I'll teach you how to do what I did. And he was selling 660 homes a year in a small market. 100,000 people live there. Small town, Newbury, Canada. And 100,000 people live there. Not a big city like Paris or Rome or,
Il a déménagé au Canada pour faire une partie de ses affaires là-bas. Okay. And you had a team over there?
Yeah, so I built the team to 45, and then when I went to Keller Williams in 2009, the US market had crashed.
Et après, je suis allé chez Keller Williams et le marché américain s'est rétamé.
And it started crashing in 2005 in California.
En 2005, ça commençait à vraiment sentir pas très bon en Californie, et comme ça précède un peu ce qui se passe après.
Yep. So by 2009, we had dropped from 400 plus sales a year down to 100.
Donc, on est passé de 400 à 100 ventes par an.
So I joined Keller Williams. I decided I needed a change.
Donc, je devais changer. Je suis allé chez Keller Williams.
Rebuilt my team to about 18, about half the size.
Oui, donc j'ai reconstruit mon équipe après à peu près la moitié de la taille.
But instead of having 13 full-time employees on the payroll, I had 3.
Au lieu d'avoir 13 employés sur la feuille de paie, j'en avais 3.
I was just an agent, not a broker.
J'étais juste un agent, même pas donc un courtier.
And but I was more profitable selling 220 homes a year than I was selling 447 homes a year.
Je faisais plus de profit en vendant la moitié, c'est-à-dire plus de 200 versus 400. Donc, plus de 400. Donc, voilà, c'est pour ça que... And then, what did you do? You went back to the US?
I was super happy and doing my thing at Keller Williams and could not have been more pleased and, working Monday through Thursday, taking the weekends off. And I found EXP and I just go, wow, this makes a lot of sense. I've got to try it. And so I did.
Trouvé EXP, je me suis dit, voilà, je pouvais travailler du lundi au vendredi et je me suis dit, ça fait beaucoup de sens. Je dois l'essayer. Et je l'ai essayé, voilà.
And I said, I give it 6 months.
You found EXP or you found Gene?
I found.
T'as trouvé EXP ou t'as trouvé Gene?
Both, my sponsor Sheila introduced me to Gene, but I liked Gene, but honestly, it was the model. The model made sense.
J'ai aimé Gene beaucoup, mais le modèle faisait beaucoup de sens pour moi. Et mon sponsor, c'était Sheila.
Yeah. So I had to do it. I mean, where else can you get stock in the main company and revenues are shared with you? That had never happened. And it made a lot of sense to me.
Oui, ça arrive jamais que tu peux avoir des actions dans aucune autre société. Donc, ça faisait beaucoup de sens pour moi de rejoindre EXP sur cette base-là. Can you describe, I mean, you told us about some of the part of your journey in real estate, but your decision to make a move, because you switched from various brokerages, but the move to EXP was very different from your previous move, because they were all brick and mortar, whereas with EXP, you were cloud-based. So can you tell us about this? La différence quand tu as fait tes différentes expériences, c'est que tu as travaillé dans différentes sociétés immobilières, mais elles étaient toutes de briques. Hein, c'était toutes des agences vitrées, si on appelle ça comme ça en France. Et là, tu es allé sur le nuage. Est-ce que tu peux nous en dire plus? Thank you.
So I think is a big misunderstanding about EXP being cloud-based.
Il y a une grosse malentendu sur le nuage sur EXP.
EXP is cloud-based, but the agents, the big players are not cloud-based. They either have a home office, which is brick and mortar, or they go out and get an office. I've always worked at an office. I have 5 kids. So I went out and got an office. So I went from brick and mortar Remax to brick and mortar Keller Williams to brick and mortar Brent GOVE Real Estate powered by EXP. But I'm still brick and mortar. I'll always be brick and mortar.
Il est toujours sur des agences vitrées, en fait. Voilà, c'est son modèle. Et donc, c'est pour ça qu'il dit qu'il y a un malentendu sur le nuage, parce que on est, selon Brent, toujours dans une agence. On travaille depuis une agence, basée au sein d'une agence. How the partnership with Regus worldwide, how do you see this as a, part of the main component of the EXP strategy?
Yep. So here, when I left Keller Williams, that was my office. I moved into brick and mortar. That's my first day at
son bureau.
There's another shot of it. That's my first day at my new office. It was about 950 euros a month. And
150 euros par mois.
And watch this. And then this is our first morning after I rented that. There's my team in that same office working.
C'est mon équipe dans le même bureau d'entreprise avec leur PC et leur portable.
Yep, very exciting. And then they had a beautiful conference room at Regis. Here it is. There's our first team meeting.
C'est à Régus, et donc c'est un très une belle salle de conférence avec le premier rassemblement d'équipe, en fait, team meeting. Voilà.
Yep. So, EXP is cloud-based as far as corporate, but the agents either work from home, which is brick and mortar office, or they work out of restaurants, or they get a Regis. Or if there's no Regis where you live, you go get an office with a attorney or a lawyer or a CPA.
Pour Brent, thank you Brent. Pour Brent, on est vraiment évidemment dans le nuage, mais c'est plutôt pour tout ce qui est les fonctions centrales de EXP, tout ce qui est opérationnel, c'est vraiment ancré dans le terrain et dans des agences vitrées. On peut soit avoir son chez-soi, et donc ça reste des murs, soit évidemment on est dans une agence, soit on va chez Régus, soit on fait un partenariat avec un avocat ou avec voilà. Donc on est dans cette logique-là. Thank you.
Yep. And then I started doing opportunity meetings with mortgage brokers, and it was my very first one.
Okay.
And just small, very small.
J'ai fait des rencontres pour les opportunités avec j'ai eu 5 personnes qui sont venues. Alors c'était, you mean it was sponsored by your broker, by your mortgage company? No? You paid it off.
I used their office. That's their office.
Ils utilisaient leur bureau, c'est tout. Mais c'était pas sponsorisé par eux.
Yep. I used their office. I brought some sandwiches and did what's called a lunch and learn.
Donc, il faisait le fameux lunch and learn. Donc, évidemment, il amenait de la nourriture et les gens pouvaient apprendre et poser leurs questions. Voilà.
Very humble beginnings.
Des débuts très humbles. Voilà.
This is a friend of mine that was a branch manager of a Berkshire Hathaway office in the United States.
Donc, c'est quelqu'un qui était chez un concurrent, donc Berkshire Hathaway. Ça vous dit peut-être rien, mais c'est la société de Warren Buffett. Voilà.
And he quit his job, joined EXP within a month.
Il a arrêté son job et il est venu, il l'a rejoint chez EXP.
Today, he sells billions and billions of dollars worth of real estate in the Hawaiian Islands, Kona, Oahu, Maui, Hawaii, all the islands.
Aujourd'hui, il est sur les îles de Hawaï et donc il fait des millions de chiffre d'affaires sur place. You say billion, right?
Billions, plural.
Okay.
Billions.
Milliard.
One. Outsells everyone. Compass, Sotheby's, Christie's, Remax, Keller
Il vend
Williams.
plus que toutes ces compagnies qui viennent de citer. D'accord.
All in 5 years.
Okay. Interesting.
So pretty awesome. But every week I would have sandwiches and invite agents and press play, show them the video. The video is called themodelexplained.com. You should show that all throughout Europe. And then people, go, wow, I want to know more. Then you talk to them about the thing. That's, you press play. You don't explain it. You press play. I would press play and sit back like this. And I had 25 people switch to EXP my first 5 months, and then it exploded.
Premier mois, il y a 25 personnes qui m'ont rejoint, et puis après, ça a explosé. Mais en fait, je jouais juste la vidéo. Je voulais rien dire. Je regardais, je croisais les bras et je regardais voilà, les gens et je regardais la vidéo avec eux. OK. But what was, according to you, the main trigger, the main thing that made a huge difference in attracting, in agent attraction?
I would say when I made a decision to meet someone for a cup of coffee every morning at 7:30 a.m.
Quelle est la plus grande décision? C'est le fait qu'il il a décidé de rencontrer tous les jours à 7h30 du matin quelqu'un de nouveau pour prendre un petit café.
And I would meet them not at a restaurant, not at not their office. I would meet them at the conference room of a mortgage broker. Do you have attorneys or mortgage brokers with conference rooms in there? Okay, yeah.
Always the same one or a different one each time?
Different ones. I picked one by them.
Oh, you let them pick one?
No, I picked one by them.
Oh, by them. Okay.
And so I'd meet them at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Every day I did this. Like going to the gym. You go to the gym every day. What happens? You get fit. What happens if you meet with an agent every morning for a cup of coffee and a croissant? I'd bring a bagel, a croissant, a cup of coffee. We break bread, drink a little coffee, play the video, press play. Simple, duplicatable. How
many agents were there? How many agents were there in the meeting every day? Just one?
Just me, one. It was myself, another agent, one-on-one every day at 7:30 a.m. coffee. Then once a week, I would invite them to the lunch and learn as a follow-up.
So you do can we call this the Gene method or the Brent method? It's the same method, right? Because we were with him, he explained the same thing. Is this correct?
Yeah, Gene would sit down and he would go to a coffee shop in Texas if you ask him, and he would meet with agents. And now Gene would talk and scribble out on a thing called the napkin presentation.
Yes.
Work for Gene, not me. I press play. I'd sit back and just relax and let the video do all the talking. It was an hour long.
Ok, donc chacun a sa méthode. Gene, il a plutôt la méthode de la serviette, comme je vous ai dit tout à l'heure, et notre ami Brent, il est plutôt en mode attentiste et il regarde. Voilà, il va pas faire des croquis, il va pas leur expliquer. Il laisse la vidéo parler. C'est quand même 1 heure de temps, donc c'est voilà, ça prend pas mal de. Voilà, c'est chronophage évidemment. Ok, that's amazing. How as becoming an agent-centered agent owner at EXP really transform your business and your life?
Well, let's see if I can show you this. Is there a way for me to share my screen?
Yes, you may. Brent, now you may. Please go ahead. At the bottom, you see there's a share that you can actually click on.
Okay, how do I share my screen? Is there a button? Share. Okay.
Yes, you see it's the third one.
Screen. Okay, I found it. I think I have it. Wow, interesting. Never used this format, so please forgive me. Let's see, I want to share my entire laptop.
Okay.
But it's not really letting me do it.
You have all the rights to do it, huh?
I'm trying, but I'm not used to this format. Please forgive me. Are you looking at my entire screen?
No, we don't see it. If you want to send, is it a file? If you send it to me, I can share to everyone.
I don't really, I'm not that techie. I don't know how to share window. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not used to this format. I do not know how to share.
If you share, it's like the third icon at the bottom, Brent.
I hit share, but it's not letting me share.
And then it says share screen or share files, and you pick the one you want.
Yeah, I'll try it again, but okay. Third button. I see the third button. More.
With the arrow. Is the arrow.
Enter full full screen. No, that's not it. The arrow. There it is. Share. I hit that button. Share files or share screen. I want to share my screen. Share screen.
Okay.
And then entire screen.
Yes, exactly.
It won't let me share my screen. It just doesn't. It switched to entire screen. Then there's nothing happening.
Let me see. Let me see. If we can check this real quick. Brent. Find you now. Brent. Oh yeah, you're there. Okay. So now you were a co-organizer and now you're a presenter. So now you should be able to do it. You work in both cases, but maybe it's easier with a presenter mode. You there? Yes.
How about now? Am I here?
Yes, you're there. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. There's no share button anymore at the bottom.
Just 1 second. 1 second. You have it there. Presenter. Now you have it.
Okay, I see the share button. There's the share button. Hit it again. I want to share my entire screen. Switch, and nothing happens. I'm hitting entire screen, but nothing happens. Just doesn't want to work. Cancel. So it's okay. I'll tell you what I was going to tell you. How's that? So what I'll do is maybe take a picture of it. So let's see if I'll photograph it real quick. Boom, boom. Let's see and do this. Open up. Slideshow, start. Okay, got a picture here. I think a picture's worth 1,000 words, Ollie. How's that?
I concur. I could not agree more.
All right. So escape. Come back to you. Bring this back up. Okay. Can you see me okay?
Just give me 1 second. Just trying to upload this. So we have. Give me 1 second. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Just want to add the right background. Okay, we're good. Yes, we see you.
All right. So 2 things. Everyone wants to know my database. Like, what was my genius to make $10 million a year or 10 million euros a year? This is it. It's very high tech. Not everyone's as high tech as me, but it's a, sorry, someone's texting me. They're blowing up my phone right now. Oh my gosh, stop texting me. But there's my entire CRM. That's what brought me 40,000 agents around the world. Over 40,000 right there, even with the whiteout and everything. I made a list. I was a Keller Williams agent. I turned my notepad sideways. By the way, I love notepads. I have stacks of them everywhere. I'm a notepad guy right here. And
that's a message for the geeks, all right? That's a message for the geeks.
Yep. So there it is. So this is my brain. Now I had an office manager. Here's James's brain. That's your office manager. Spreadsheets, very organized, and all this. And this is what I wanted to show you. And unfortunately, it's hard to read here, but my brain right there. Simplicity is the
ultimate luxury. Leonardo da Vinci. Huh?
Yes, complexity is the enemy of communication.
Yes.
But what this is it shows you. Let's see if I can blow it up a little bit. What this shows you is in 2016, I was with EXP for 10 days, and I made $1,900. Then is it upside down on your screen?
No, it's good. It's perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Then stop texting me. These guys are just texting. I don't really text saying stop texting me. But anyway, so then I sponsored my first 100 days, because I was 10 days of October, then November, December. And in December 22nd, I got paid that $1,900 at the bottom. See at the bottom, right over here?
Yeah.
You see the 1,900 at the
Yes,
bottom?
we do.
That was my first rev share check.
Okay.
Then
Son premier
in,
partage de revenus là, 1900 $1900.
in January, I sponsored 5 more agents. I sponsored 25 agents. Now remember, 11 of them came from my team. So really, I'd only sponsored 14 agents to get to 25, right? In my first 100 days.
Pour aller jusqu'à 25 dans mes 100 premiers
But that led to 148 agents in my organization.
Donc 148 dans mon organisation.
And if you look at the bottom there, that says $5,000. So it's the rev share check. Or
Mon partage de revenus, il
€5,000.
était de à peu près 5 000 €, quoi. Enfin, un peu moins.
Yep. The next month, if you look at the top, I sponsored 5 more, went to 30. And
Oui,
the
le mois d'après, j'en ai 5 plus, donc j'étais à 30.
Yep. And then the rev share went to $10,000 or 9,000.
Et là, j'étais carrément proche des $1,000, voilà, en partage de
That's
revenus.
€120,000 a year.
That's
And then
plus de
I
100
did
000
7
à l'année.
more in March. It's a 5-week month. I did 7 more, went to 37. And then the organization went to 256 agents in the organization.
Voilà.
And the rev share check was 9. I was shocked it didn't double. It went 19, 5, 10.
En fait, hein, vous savez, les chiffres sont universels. Je sais pas pourquoi je traduis en fait.
Yep.
Voilà.
But then in April, we closed all those homes in March. And April 22nd, I got my rev share check. How much was it for the month?
In which
April.
April, you are. Can you move on to the other side a
It's
little
right
bit?
there, $27,000. $27,000. Do you see that under the red?
Yes. April, yes. April, we see it. I see it. Sorry. Yeah. April 27. 27 437 pour.
Very close to the euros. That's a $250,000 a year. Within basically 6 months, I had $250,000 a year.
May, you did 25,000. Okay.
Yep. May I did 25,000, and see if I can pull the rest of the months down here. So this is the rest of the year. You can see 25,000, right? And then if you go across here, I made, golly, man, I'm getting all kinds of text messages. My first year, if you look at the far right column, is it tabulated there? I got to go way over here. $286,000 or pounds, right? Or euros.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing. Dollars, euros, very similar, right? Not bad, right?
No, that's good. Congrats. Amazing.
And this is why I came. I came for the model. But if you look at the second year across the bottom, I started making, if you look, let me see on the
51,
left.
50, I saw 51.
Yeah, $53,000, right? And then $54,000. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there it went to 70,000. See the 70,000?
70,000, yeah.
And then what happened the next month? And I think it was April.
April, you are 118.
18,000 euros.
Yeah.
That's 1.2 million euros a year. And then I started making over 100,000 euros a month every single month from then on. I made about 1.3 million year 2. Now here's why. It's because I was serious about I was serious about my relationships. This was the key. It was making a list of names, calling these people, have an honest dialogue, open, honest, eyeball to eyeball, belly button to belly button discussion about their futures. Go ahead and translate that.
Oui. En fait, ce qui a fait la différence, hein, c'est que il les a rencontrés en personne et il avait une discussion honnête sur leur futur et sur ce qu'ils voulaient faire. Et c'est ce qui a fait la différence. Il a regardé dans les yeux, ils étaient face à face, évidemment. Il dit belly to belly, donc en fait le ventre à ventre, hein, donc voilà, bien en face. Et c'est ce qui a fait la différence. Okay, that's quite unique.
It's not unique at all. Many people have done it since then. The third year,
at your level, Brent. Allow me to say you're a bit unique.
It's the third year I made 3.5 million euros. The fourth year I made 5.5 million euros. The 5th year, I made like 7.1 million euros. It just kept exploding because there's no limit. And that is why I came. So the key for everybody, if you want to share that, or do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, please. D'abord, il y a 3,5, 5,5 millions, après 7,1 millions à l'année. Voilà, donc c'est les revenus qu'il a fait les 3 premières années. 7 millions à l'année, c'est pas mal quand même. And today, how much you make?
Today, it pulled back because of the markets are back. Today, markets have been cut in half. Revenue share is revenue. If revenues are cut in half, my income's cut in half. So today I'm sitting around 500,000 euros a month.
500,000 euros a month. Aujourd'hui, il est un peu en recul et donc il fait à peu près so 500,000 every month.
That is correct.
Ouais, il fait 500 000 donc chaque mois. Voilà. Donc 60. Okay, so 60 a year.
Yeah, about 6 million.
Yeah,
a year.
6 million a year. Yeah.
Yep. And this is low tide in the US. My business is primarily in the US and Canada, and it's the worst market in 40 years. You can tell them that.
Oui, c'est quand même le pire marché en 40 ans, donc c'est vrai que c'est pour ça que ça a pas mal réduit quand même, mais ça reste assez confortable. It still remains more than decent. We would love to be at this level.
Yes, so here's the key. Would you like to know the key to getting at this level?
Yes, please. Est-ce que vous voulez savoir la clé pour être à ce niveau-là? Oui, yes, please.
Number 1, make a list of names.
Numéro 1, faites une liste de noms.
Saw mine.
Say again?
You saw mine.
Oui, je vous ai montré la mienne.
Right? And then and it doesn't have to be overly complicated. And then number 2,
faut pas que ça soit trop compliqué. Allez droit au but.
meet with someone every morning for coffee.
Un café avec une personne différente chaque matin. 5 days a week, right?
I only did it Monday through Thursday. I golf every Friday morning, have golf for 25 years.
Okay, so 4 fois par semaine. So 4 people a week.
And then I did lunch Tuesday and Thursday, 6 people a week.
Okay, lunch. Okay. 6 people a week. Donc il a fait vous savez, on en a parlé tout à l'heure, hein, il invite, so you invite them and you give them some food and they could teach. Okay.
The second look, it's a follow-up meeting. The lunch is a follow-up. Come see it again, have a sandwich, meet some other people, ask questions.
Ok. Ouais, c'est intéressant. C'est ce qu'on appelle chez nous le R2. Donc, c'est vraiment une capacité à rencontrer du monde et à aussi poser les questions. Voilà. Il offre la nourriture et il offre aussi de la formation, mais il va un peu plus profondément dans le modèle. Ça permet aux gens de voir s'ils sont à l'aise aussi avec les autres personnes qui sont là.
Once a week, hold a sales meeting. And I started mine in 1999. It has run for 25 years.
Pendant 25 ans, j'ai fait
every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific in California.
Pendant 25 ans, il a fait des réunions à 10 heures du matin le jeudi. Voilà. Can you tell us about cold calls? The 30 seconds of the first cold call, of your cold calls, the first 30 seconds. How does it work with cold calls?
Never do a cold call. That's not how you do this. Cold calls are wrong. I wouldn't do cold calls.
Il ne fait pas des appels à froid. Il ne croit pas aux cold calls.
So, by the way, back to this. This meeting has been running for 25 years. We talk about interest rates, talk about loan programs, we talk about buyers and sellers.
Voilà, il parle du marché, des taux d'intérêt, des acheteurs, des vendeurs. Voilà. 25 ans. Pendant 25 ans, il a fait voilà.
It's the heart. You got to pull people together. You got to every week have
toutes les semaines. Il faut que les gens se parlent. Il faut qu'ils puissent se voir. But correct me if I'm wrong. You not only have those 25 years, but you're also the son of realtors, right?
That didn't help me. I didn't know my parents' friends. Yes. What I did was I called people I knew. I went through my phone and I looked up the A's, then the B's, then the C's. And I made a list of agents. I made a list of 200 agents that I had done a sale with. Maybe I held an open house for them. Maybe I knew them from the
J'ai fait des
board.
listes. Ça m'a pas aidé d'avoir des parents qui étaient déjà dans l'immobilier, en fait. J'ai fait des listes avec mon téléphone. J'ai fait la liste des A, la liste des B. Après, je faisais des portes ouvertes, voilà. Et c'est comme ça que j'ai trouvé mes recrues, en fait.
Exactly. And then what I did was get back over here. And then what I did was I sponsored those 200. I sponsored these 40. I sponsored these out of the 200 by showing them the video.
Il a sponsorisé 40 sur 200 en leur montrant la vidéo.
Yep. By the way, that year I listed 40 homes. And I also
là, j'ai quand même pris 40 mandats.
So I listed 40 homes and I listed 40 agents. Guess which one pays me today?
Okay, the agent. Good job.
Agents went from 40 to 40,000. I have 20,000 in my 7 levels. I get little bits and pieces, and that is about $6 million a year. But it's low tide. This is the worst closings we've had in 40 years. It's a recession of units. Home prices in America are high. Interest rates are high, but purchasing is low. It's cut in half, and I'm revenue share. So my income should be 10 million euros a year. It should be 12 million euros a year. It is 6. So it's not bad for the worst possible timing for us in America and Canada.
Oui, alors c'est un peu la marée basse. On vous apprend rien sur la crise de l'immobilier. Et évidemment aux États-Unis, il est très implanté sur les États-Unis et sur le Canada. Il devrait être à 10-12 millions. Il est à peu près à la moitié, 6 millions. Voilà. Donc, but good time's going to come back.
Yeah, of course. I'm not down. I mean, my income is getting ready to just right up. So my advice to everybody is to make a list of names of people you know.
Faites une liste des gens, appelez-les.
Invite them to coffee.
Invitez-les au café, prendre un café.
At your mortgage broker's conference room or your attorney's conference room or your financial planner's conference room, somewhere where it's an enclosed environment where you're the boss. There's no waitresses, there are no busboys, there are no
distractions. Il ne faut pas les inviter, selon Brent, dans un café ouvert. Il faut que ce soit une salle. Par exemple, je sais que moi, dans ma team, il y a quelqu'un qui partage avec un architecte. Voilà, il pourrait l'inviter là. Il pourrait l'inviter aussi chez un avocat, chez un courtier. Enfin, vous êtes en contrôle de la situation. Vous savez qu'il n'y aura pas de bruit et vous savez que vous ne serez pas dérangé. Donc ça, c'est important.
And it would be just me and them in a conference room like this, just me and them.
Vous avez vu, il y a la taille aussi qui est intéressant, hein, si on veut répliquer le modèle à la lettre. Il y a en fait quelque part une très grande salle pour 2 personnes. Voilà.
Jay, how you doing? I'm on another Zoom. You and I are animals. I'm on a Zoom. You're on a Zoom call. I'm literally talking to people from France and Paris and Barcelona and Canada right now on an international Zoom. They're listening to me talk to you. I'll be off in just a few minutes. Can I call you back then? All right. Love you, buddy. Bye-bye. You know who that is? That is AJ Gupta. He ran a $300 billion fund. He sold the $300 billion fund, and now he runs Robbins Gupta Family Office. He's Tony Robbins' business partner worldwide. That was AJ Gupta right there, man. I hung up on AJ Gupta for you guys.
Thank you. Il a raccroché à AJ Gupta alors que c'est le partenaire de Tony Robbins. Merci.
Yeah.
Super.
So, but awesome. Here's the key. Go to the Barcelona EXP Con. I think it's in June, right, Olivier?
June 23rd. Yeah, 25. 2 days.
Key. That's where I learned. And for me, it was in San Antonio in the United States. For you guys, it's in Barcelona. I'm begging you, go. That's where
you'll be there, Brent.
I'm doing my own event in Barcelona, as you know, in September. I will be in Barcelona in September.
Okay. All right. So anyway, how do you approach building and managing a successful real estate team, given your experience leading a team of 20 members?
Yeah. I immediately gave up my team. A team is a waste of your time. It's a bad idea.
J'ai tout de suite abandonné mon équipe. C'est une perte de temps.
Wasting your time. It's list agents, not homes. I listed 25 homes in 5 months. I listed 25 agents.
Propriété.
There's no comparison. It's night and day comparison.
Okay. And what advice would you give to a new real estate agent looking to build a successful career in the industry?
Read lots of books, go to lots of events, find a model of somebody selling at a high level and copy them. Go work for them. Go be their apprentice.
Okay. Well, somebody is waiting for you, so we don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much. We truly appreciated the time you gave us. Always, it's been, mesmerizing, and it's been extremely enticing to listen to your career path and also the love you have for people. And I met you 4 years ago. I met you 2 years ago in the French Riviera, and I hope to see you again soon, face to face. Thank you so much, Brent.
We're